most ridiculous lie you told that actually turned out to be true? When my daughter's preschool teacher accused me of making up my job to impress the other parents. I never expected my lie would end up saving a kid's life. At the parents' meet and greet, Mrs. Walsh asked what I did for work. I told her I run underground search and rescue operations in abandoned mines. Her face twisted into this condescending smirk. Oh really? Like spelunking? She said, making air quotes. I tried explaining that I lead a specialized team that rescues people from collapsed mine shafts, but she just rolled her eyes. Sure you do, honey, and I'm an astronaut, the other parents snickered. For the next few months, Mrs. Walsh made little digs about my imaginary job during pickup. She'd ask if I'd rescued any miners today, in this sickeningly sweet voice. I stopped trying to defend myself, let them think what they want. Then one Friday afternoon, my daughter's classmate Tommy didn't show up for pickup. His mom April was frantically calling his name in the parking lot. The school did a sweep. He wasn't in the building. April was hysterical. Tommy had been obsessed with this abandoned limestone quarry near the school. She'd caught him trying to sneak in there twice this week. My stomach dropped. I knew that quarry. It was riddled with unstable tunnels. Mrs. Walsh tried calming April down. I'm sure he's just hiding somewhere. We'll call the police, and I was already running to my truck to grab my gear. I'm going to check the quarry, I said, pulling on my coveralls and helmet. Mrs. Walsh scoffed. Oh please, drop the act. This isn't the time to play pretend hero. I ignored her and radioed my team while sprinting toward the quarry entrance. The sun was setting and temperature was dropping fast. If Tommy was down there, we didn't have much time. My team arrived as I was setting up ropes at the main shaft. Mrs. Walsh had followed me, still spewing nonsense about calling real professionals. Then we heard it, a faint cry echoing up from below. Tommy! April screamed. I clipped into my harness and started descending, following the sound of whimpering. The walls were slick with ice. One wrong move and I'd fall 200 feet. I found him huddled in a narrow passage about 80 feet down. He was shivering violently, lips blue from cold. His leg was pinned under fallen rocks. He'd been trapped there for hours. Getting him out wasn't easy. The passage was barely wide enough for one person. My team had to lower special equipment so I could lift the rocks without causing a collapse. Tommy cried the whole time, saying he was sorry and just wanted to explore like the miners in his books. It took 3 hours of careful maneuvering to free him and get him safely topside. He had a broken ankle and mild hypothermia, but he'd live. April wouldn't stop hugging me, sobbing thank yous into my shoulder. Mrs. Walsh stood there with her mouth hanging open as the paramedics loaded Tommy into the ambulance. All she could manage was a quiet, I thought you were lying. The next Monday, my daughter came home with a letter of apology from Mrs. Walsh. She'd also ordered a bunch of mine safety books for the classroom library. So the kids can learn about real heroes, my daughter said, grinning.